Welcome back. Stone Sweiss is here now with national news. Let's send it over to him at the desk.
In national news this week, Olympic athlete Oscar Pistorius is still on trial for the murder of his girlfriend in 2013. Pistorius has already admitted to the killing, but says he mistook his girlfriend, Riva Stemkamp, as an intruder. The prosecutor in the case, Jerry Nell, began an intense round of questioning for the athlete on Wednesday and vowed to find the truth. The defense team will call between 14 and 17 witnesses to the trial before it becomes closed in May. After 25 years of sitting behind bars in a New York prison, Jonathan Fleming was released for being unjustly convicted. Fleming was found guilty in the 1989 murder of Darrell Rush, which happened in the Williamsburg neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York. For the past 25 years, Fleming has maintained his innocence, explaining that he was vacationing in Florida with his family at the time of the crime. Judge Matthew Diemick vacated the conviction after a careful review of the case on Tuesday morning. Fleming plans on taking legal action against the New York legal system. Surveillance video was released earlier this week exposing Louisiana Representative Vance McAllister kissing one of his employees. McAllister has only been in office for a few months. He won a special election in a heavily Republican district in November to replace Representative Rodney Alexander, who resigned to take the position of Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal. McAllister's district manager, Melissa Ann Hickson Peacock, was voluntarily taken off the payroll after the scandal had surfaced. Representative McAllister is facing no repercussions but has apologized for the embarrassing event. The representative does not want to resign his position and plans on running for re-election in November. That's all I have for you this week. For national news, let's send it back over to Ryan and Brittany.
Thanks, Stone. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and those of us here at UVU want to help spread awareness.
I talked with some people from the Center for Victims about sexual assault and who can be a victim. Take a look.
April is Sexual Assault and Awareness Month, and on January 22nd, President Barack Obama stated an estimation that 1 in 5 women on college campuses have been sexually assaulted during their time there.
I mean, everybody can be a victim, and not to frighten people, but to be honest about it and realistic, that there's not just one type, that everyone can be a victim. And so it's important that everyone is educated about sexual violence.
Point Park University's Public Safety Annual Report states rape reports have doubled each year since 2010. The Public Safety Office is holding workshops for students to learn prevention strategies and hands-on experience in self-defense style training.
Sexual assault is very much about power and control. If a person is willing to assault, chances are they've already begun to view a person that they know that is going to be either an easy target for them or a person who matches the preferences that they look for in a victim.
Any situation can be considered a high-risk situation. Oftentimes, people associate sexual assault with parties involving drugs and alcohol, but it could also happen when you're studying with someone else in your dorm room.
The biggest thing I think that people really talk about with drugs and alcohol is the fact that it can impair your judgment. Yes, it can play a role, but it's not that's not the only place that people can be unsafe.
According to a survey done by the American Association of University Women, 90% of women know the person who sexually assaulted or raped them.
If this is a person that maybe has a long-standing relationship with the victim, they may have even been grooming the victim. And when we talk about the concept of grooming, it's where the perpetrator may give gifts, talk, try to create this person into being their ideal mate.
The AAUW also reported that 95% of attacks are unreported, making sexual assault the most drastically underreported crime.
Oftentimes people are afraid to report because of shame and things that have happened, and they don't want other people to know, but definitely the medical attention and seeking help, because a lot of times people will hold on to that information and not tell anyone about it, and it impacts them in numerous ways. It'll impact their academic performance, it'll impact their mental health, it'll impact everything.
The workshops will be held at 7 and 9 p.m. on the 1st, 2nd, 15th and 16th of April. Students can reserve their spot by signing up in the sale office. From Point Park University, I'm Brittany Lauffer, reporting for Point News.
Coming up after the break, I'm heading out to the plaza with James Hill and Courtney Joden. We're going to color some Easter eggs.
Then we'll have Johnny Frywald here in studio with weather and Kyle Anthony with sports. Don't go away. We will be right back.